Good morning, and let me address the elephant in the room. Yes, I am wearing the same shirt as I did yesterday. We are painting at the church, and so I am just getting the stuff nasty, dirty. That's why. Back to the books of the Bible. So we are on 2 Samuel. We did 1 Samuel yesterday. We're on 2 Samuel. This is not Samuel because the events of this book take place after his death. Some suggest that it's Abiathar the priest that writes this. In chapter 15, verse 35, they allude to that. So some people believe that. It's approximately, the date is 1010 to 970 BC, which is the reign of King David, because it's going to talk about King David's reign throughout it. The key theme of 2 Samuel is that David becomes Israel's greatest king, but with some major flaws. So let's talk about it. When King Saul dies, David is made the king of the southern Jewish tribe of Judah. And then after the death of Saul's son, Ishbosheth, the king of the northern tribes, then David takes over that. He goes to Jerusalem, he unifies and makes it the children of Israel one more time. He makes it a unified group. And so God says to him that your throne will be established forever, telling him that his ancestry will go on and on and on and on and on. Military victories will make Israel strong, but one time David stays home. He sees his beautiful neighbor Bathsheba bathing and calls for her. They commit adultery, they have sex, and then he has her husband, who is a warrior for him, killed because she gets pregnant. And so then after he gets killed, he marries Bathsheba, brings her into his house, and then they have this baby. But the prophet Nathan goes to him. Some of you have seen the Veggietales things with the duck. But he goes to King David, Nathan does, and tells a story about a rich man stealing a poor man's sheep. And David, gets angry and says, "We need to kill this man." And Nathan says, "Thou art the man," because he had stolen Bathsheba. So it continues on. David is judged because of that. He has lots of family issues. That son that Bathsheba gave birth to dies. And then the rest of his family begins to splinter apart. One of David's sons, Amnon, rapes his half-sister. Second son, Absalom, who is the full brother to the violated sister, he kills Amnon in revenge. And then Absalom then tries to steal David's throne. And then he dies. Absalom dies in battle. And then David mourns over that, and he offends the guys he's with. So then he has Solomon with Bathsheba, which we'll talk about as we get into Proverbs. But some of the quotable ones from this, chapter 1, verse 25, "How are the mighty fallen in the midst of the battle?" And he goes on with a couple different things. Some unique and unusual in this. David's nephew killed a Philistine of great stature that had on every hand 6 fingers and on every foot 6 toes. So, if you ever wonder what happened to Sasquatch, that's where he was. David's top soldier, Adino, once killed 800 men single-handedly. Crazy. And then, so what's the point of all this? King David's story highlights the vital importance of the choices that we make, and then the outcomes of those choices and the judgments if we make the wrong choices. So we always want to follow what God has planned for us in a way to avoid those things. The teen of the day today is Landon Powell. He's just joined us in youth group, so pray for him that he would have a good week at school. He's at North Putnam Schools, and so pray for him that he would have a good week. See you.